The pro-cresting Penguins of East Hants in that final. But now here they are again, reunited. Great chance in front. That shot goes just wide, so right away, Dave Steves. Izzy, we're talking about this fresh ice. We got a feeling this goal might come real quick here. Don't blink.
Yeah, I don't like what just happened. Well, it was a great play by Steves, but I'm looking at Thibault, and she's favoring her left leg right now. Slow to get up after that play. And the coach is watching her closely as well. I agree, though, Bill. I think nerves are a big thing in overtime, but then you also have the players like Steves who live for this kind of a stage, and they're going to try and finish this right away.
19:18 remaining in the overtime session. Again, this is 4-on-4, sudden death overtime. And offside. Disagreement, but offside is the call.
Moncton's got a point there. Morrissey made sure her feet were outside the blue line.
Penalties to Murphy and Flynn have expired. Murphy will go right on the ice with her line mate, Morgan Porter, Carr-Babineau, and Letourneau on the blue line. Icing waved off. Out on the ice is Kira Mehmet. You asked me who I think is going to score. Didn't have much time. I'm going to go with Mehmet for Metro Boston Pizza, just because she has scored these types of goals that we think is going to be the game-scoring goal. Great chance in front. And I'm going to go with Carr-Babineau for the Rockets. Is that who you were going to take?
No, you told me two different names.
Well, I changed my mind.
All right, I'm going to go with Brooke Murphy just because she's got so much energy and she's been able to contain her aggression, it seems. But I think that energy needs to be translated into a goal, so that's my Moncton pick. Oh my gosh, Boston Pizza. I think Pellerin just lives for this kind of a stage. I'll go with Pellerin.
There's Carr-Babineau. Kick save, Carr-Babineau on the rebound, but a great play by Sibley. Gallant. The reason I like Carr-Babineau is she's shown the wheels from that defensive spot throughout this game. And there's lots of open ice out there.
I like that pick, Bill. And now it's a competition, so now I'm even more nervous.
And I like Mehmet. I can see her just hammering one home in a scramble in front. There is Pellerin. Shot goes just wide on the far side. Ainsley Lloyd on the chase. Knocked down in front. Pellerin, or McNeil, has to retreat. Back at center ice. McNeil chops it in. And holding on will be Brianne Waterman.
Seems like the excitement of that first 2 minutes now, things are calming down. The crowd calming down as well. Everybody on the edge of their seats. A good crowd, though, here in Moncton for the final.
Well, again, you never look at the seats in an Atlantic Canadian minor hockey. You look at the concourse.
Yeah.
If all those people standing were sitting, the place would probably be full. But Atlantic Canadian hockey fans love to stand up on the concourse. $17:15 remaining. And the end glass, a lot of guys, that's where a lot of people, long-time hockey fans, just love to watch from the end boards, right? Over the glass.
Especially the goalie coaches, or goalie parents, sorry.
Dumped in. Letourneau. 4-on-4. Here comes Morrissey. Speeding down the near side. Looking for a teammate. Faith Steves joins. Takes it away, and here comes a 2-on-2 led by Pellerin. Mehmet's going to change on the far side. Pellerin to the net, and taking it away was Arsenault. Speeding away comes Murphy, 1-on-2. Poke checked easily away by Gallagher. And there's going to be a penalty on Gallagher. So we're going to have a power play for the Rockets.
I didn't quite see that. It just looks like Brooke Murphy went to jump and clipped Gallagher. Got her stick up maybe. This is going to be a tough one. 4-on-3.
Gallagher will sit 2 minutes. 16:23 remaining in the overtime. Brooke Murphy, Emma Ray Murphy, Arsenault, and Morgan Porter are your power play 4. Here's Emma Ray. Back from Arsenault, lines it up, and right on, and no rebound given up there by Thibault.
Great defense by Boston Pizza. They're keeping the middle open. Thibault's going to see everything, and hopefully she's able to stop those pucks if they're not tipped.
16:14 remaining in the overtime. Face-off win cleanly for the Rockets. They'll set up right away with Murphy. 1:45 remaining on the power play. Arsenault walks in, kick save. Lloyd is out there along with Flynn and Julian, the PK 3.
This is such a hard situation to be in, especially in a final. You never practice 4-on-3. You know, you practice 5-on-3, you practice 5-on-4, and it sounds like it's very much similar. It's a PK. You're just kind of containing, but just the dynamics. You know, Moncton used to the umbrella. They can't really do the umbrella with 4 people. And this triangle, it's got to be really tight.
Puck in front. Murphy has it scoot underneath to the near side, and here comes Dory. She'll clear on the near side. Too far for McNeil. She'll change. 55 seconds remaining on the 4-on-3. Poked ahead. Murphy. Porter on the far side, 35 seconds. Arsenault, Letourneau had to wait for it, didn't get much on the one-timer.
These Boston Pizza players are really tired right now on the ice.
Faith Steves has it knocked away, and they're desperate for a line change. They think they're going to be able to get it. They had to go a long way. The Boston Pizza bench is the far bench. They do get a fresh 3 out there, led by the captain McNeil, Flynn, and Lloyd. Quick shot by Carr-Babineau. She's looking dangerous. 2 great chances for Carr-Babineau. That's my pick to score for the Rockets, and I got Mehmet for Boston Pizza. You guys watching in beautiful Kentville.
Well, Bill, what's the wager if one of our girls scores?
Free coffee.
I don't drink coffee. That's
I'll get
not
you a nice
fair.
hot chocolate. 14:25 left.
That's a great kill for BP. That's going to bring them a lot of energy, hopefully, to that bench.
Goes off the backside of Flynn, and now she collects on the near side. Speeding away is Grandy. No luck for Pellerin getting through, and here comes Maddie Morrissey. Morrissey with space, tight angle shot, glove or blocker save there for Thibault. Flynn again. Onto the backhand of Grandy, loses it. Here comes Steves. Taken away quickly from Pellerin. And now Pellerin on Steves. And a glove save there for Waterman. Pellerin can't get it through Emma Ray Murphy. That's been a common problem for a lot of attackers this weekend. Here comes Emma Ray. Stretch pass. Steves out in front. Steves! The kick save by Thibault. Lloyd was there, got just enough to make it tough for her.
I think Gallagher got lucky that she fell because she was going to get a penalty on that. And now look, now we're going to switch momentum here. And Sylvie takes a nice hit.
A penalty coming up on the Rockets. Well, remember that moment. Jot that down. 13.5 remaining in the overtime, and the MVP broke in, and Thibault turned her away. Will that be a championship saving save for Thibault? Gorgeous stretch pass as well from Emma Ray Murphy. That's knocked down, so the power play starts.
Rockets penalty number 6, Taylor Carr-Babineau, 2 minutes for body contact. Final penalty 6:44.
Here comes the 4-on-3. Flynn out there. McNeil. Lloyd. Getting knocked down is Julian. She's the last member of that power play. Comes back to Lloyd. Lots of space for Flynn. Had it taken on her backhand. Now centers herself. Unable to get the shot through was Mehmet. Tipped and into the pads of Waterman. And what a clever tip that was by McNeil. But Waterman was keen. 12:32 remaining. Dumped down by the Rockets. Across center, led by Lloyd. There's Shannon Grandy. To the forehand. A shot that goes wide, paddled aside by Waterman. Grandy still with the Pellerin. Lloyd, or Flynn, sorry. Shot knocked down in front. Hard working is Grandy. And finally cleared away by the Rockets right on Thibault.
Both teams doing a really good job on the PK so far in this period. It's so stressful, you're moving around. You're trying to sacrifice your body to block shots. And the goaltender's coming up big.
Another shot there from Pellerin. I just don't think it's going to be one of those shots that's going to score. I think it's going to be just a mad scramble in front.
It honestly would be so unfortunate to just have that kind of a shot go in. It just kills a goaltender. I agree. I think it's going to be a scramble in front. There's going to be an argument about it. There's going to be punches thrown, and the puck is going to be in the back of the net.
Both goalies right now are just so dialed in. 26 seconds remaining on the 4-on-3. Getting pinned to the boards is Letourneau by Dory. Puck cleared out nicely by Arsenault. Or Anne-Marie Murphy, sorry. Shield change. McNeil. Nice pass. She's got Mehmet. To the outside, a shot that goes just wide for Kira. Penalty is over. Carr-Babineau back on the ice. Steves, 2-on-2. Quick shot by Faith, goes over the crossbar, comes bouncing out in front, onto the stick of McNeil, turned over, Steves turns and fires, and Thibault there with the calm glove hand.
McNeil's got to take care of that puck on the boards. I get that she sees her player in front of her, but bank it off the boards, clear the puck outside of the house and outside of your zone first before trying to make that pass with very dangerous Moncton players around you.
11 minutes remaining. There's Emma Ray Murphy. Shot off the boards. Abby Flynn. Brooke Murphy in on the far side. Taking it away is Morgan Porter. Back to Arsenault. Centers herself. Shoots. Steered aside easily by Thibault. Porter again. Behind the net for Murphy. In front. Porter was there and the puck bounced on her. There's Morgan. Off the skate of Flynn. Picked up by Emma Ray. Deflected, glove down by Brooke. Arsenault winds up. Low shot that was deflected, and Thibault had to be careful. This is 5-on-5, but the Rockets with some sustained pressure right back into the attacking zone. 4-on-4, sorry, in overtime here. 10 minutes remaining. Dory couldn't control. Steves to the backhand here of Julian. Julian going 1-on-2, waiting for teammates. She has Dory! A shot right on, rebound, and holding on actually is Waterman. What a great pass for Dory.
Yeah, maybe if hold on to it just a second longer while Julian was kind of screening Waterman and trying to hit that far corner, but great job to get the shot off.
Again, there, if you want some exciting action, get your two browsers up. They were in triple overtime in Moncton, or in Paradise, Newfoundland. I'm not sure if that game has been won, but they were going to triple overtime. Dave Steves, another stretch pass. Wrapped up with Ainsley Lloyd. Back in the blue line for Letourneau. Dave Steves battling again with Lloyd. Shot Doesn't get through. Alyssa McNeil spins to create space. Behind the net for Sibley. Sibley comes back to Ainsley Lloyd. 9:15 remaining in our first overtime. Pass across, and stepping off the bench and getting a shot, but had it knocked down was Swinimer. And now Swinimer, or that's Morgan Porter. She gets knocked down. Steered aside again by Tebow. Brooke Murphy in on the attack. Alyssa McNeil. A goal stick in front. That's Tebow's stick. Now she picks it up. Porter can't get the shot through. Here comes Pellerin. Porter gives chase. Arsenault poke checks it away right to the stick of Murphy. Murphy runs into the boards for a second. Now gathers steam across the blue line. Off the skate of Pellerin, and here comes Grandy. Grandy trying to get an angle. And a shot right on, held on to by Brianne Waterman. 8:21 remaining.
It's fun to see the two benches right now. Moncton crouched over, just waiting for something to happen. And Boston Pizza has a team role. Everybody sits on the bench so that everybody can see, and jumping over the board, is a lot easier. But every so often, they're getting up all together in anticipation of what's going to happen.
Emma Ray Murphy. Flynn knocks it back in. Near side for Arsenault. Trying to get it to Maddie Morrissey. Rachel Dory in there. Arsenault has to recollect. Jennifer to the far side for Emma Ray. Just misses her. Shipped back in by Julian. Julian wants to change. Onto the ice. Comes Kira Mehmet. Couldn't get the pass out in front. Now Kira in behind the net. And now Dory will change. Mehmet waiting for a teammate. Coming onto the ice is Alyssa McNeil. And Mehmet slow to the ice. After that exchange in the corner. Flynn, shot goes just wide. 7:19 remaining. McNeil, Mehmet taken away. And no luck on clearance. Actually does get out, and on chase is Morrissey. Morrissey against Flynn. Steves comes in. Steves comes away with it. Thrown out in front. Taken away by Pellerin. Pellerin and Grandy. Pellerin. Steered aside. Puck up the near side for Brooke Murphy. Murphy going at Sibley. Back to her forehand, and just mishandling it at the last second was Murphy as she tried to load up her shot. Tapped in by Letourneau and easily gloved down by Tebow, and she'll hold on.
I don't know how much longer I can take of this, Bill. Back and forth, both teams getting good chances. I think if someone was taking stats, though, I think Moncton is in favor of missed opportunities right now, or chances in front, scoring opportunities.
Here comes BP with Dory. Dory trying to get a step on Carr-Babineau. Carr-Babineau stays with, hits the deck. Nicely done. Pass a little bit too far for Morgan Porter, but now here she comes going against Sibley. To the middle is Porter, and Sibley does well to stay in front as well. Morrissey swings it around, so it's Morrissey and Porter out there. Porter's going to change. Onto the ice is Faith Steves. Alyssa McNeil trying to get around Emma Ray, and she'll go crashing into the board. She's okay. She put her head down for a second, but the captain's all right. Morrissey, one-on-one against Flynn. Outside angle, quick glove hand for Tebow. 5:43 remaining. Sudden death overtime. If nothing happens, we'll flood her again.
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned this is sudden death, 20-minute periods until we have a goal. So, you know, usually when you don't get a goal within the first 5 minutes, you might be looking at another overtime period.
The referee going to talk things over here at the score stand. I'm not sure what this is about, is he?
Something about the clock.
Now
they're getting the rule book out right now.
All right, 5:43 remaining. Face off to the blocker side of Thibault. Kick save, big rebound. Thibault saw it at the last second. Murphy dumps it deep. Grandy to Pellerin. Pellerin and Grandy 2-on-2. Pellerin can't get the shot through Murphy. And now here's Pellerin. Trying to get off a backhand. Knocked down again. And chugging away on the far side. And offside was Arsenault and Steves.
It was a great poke check by Abby Flynn. Another player going to Dalhousie, so Dalhousie could have 2 good Boston Pizza players on their team next year. To add to a young core of players that have graduated from this program. I have no idea what they're asking for, Bill. They're talking to the referee again.
Garrett McDonald of Hockey Nova Scotia checking in, talking about this drama right now. A great job they do. Had the Hockey Nova Scotia Day of Champions last weekend was just an incredible event in Truro. 4:53. Turned over. Brooke Murphy. Good recovery by Sibley. Letourneau. Shot right on and held on to by Thibault. Feels like the Rockets are leaving it all on the ice right now. Like they really want to come out and try to take charge of this overtime session.
Yeah, they've definitely had more chances in this overtime period. And telling you, if Boston Pizza wins this game and Thibault doesn't get player of the game, she'll be robbed. She's just stellar for her team right now. I mean, those kick saves on those pucks that she doesn't even see. She's been playing great for her team.
Walk to the near side, McNeil. No luck on clearance on the near side board, so she'll go to Flynn. There's Mehmet. Gets wrapped up. Mehmet knocked down. And now, of course, you're starting to hear the parents getting fired up, calling for a whistle on everything. Shot right on. Letourneau. Easily gloved down by Thibault. There is a lot of anxiety and passion and there's multiple drama, nervousness.
In overtime, though, it's going to take a lot to put someone in the box.
Puck on the far side and taken away by Gallagher. Here comes Pellerin, 1-on-2. Poke checked away. 3.5 left. Steves against Pellerin. And on the near side, Grandy. Chip forward, 1-on-1. Pellerin, Emery, Murphy. Towards the middle, Pellerin! And catching up is Brooke Murphy and taking it away.
I have no idea. I told you it was going to take a lot to get a penalty, but that's a lot. That's a hit from, it's not a hit from behind call, but it's a hit that you get from behind. Got the stick over Pellerin's waist, got the stick over Pellerin's head. No idea what the referee's watching now.
Meanwhile, back on this end, Brooke Murphy denied in the crease, point blank by Thibault. Thibault another kick save, that one much easier. Brooke Murphy just couldn't get it elevated. Rachel Dory in tough against Letourneau, does well just to dump it in. 2:25 remaining. To the far side corner for Gallagher. Gallagher overskates it. Now shovels it across. Misplayed by Flynn. Letourneau steps in and completely misfires on the shot. Carr-Babineau. Off the skate of Morrissey. Steve's in behind the net with Flynn. She'll pin Abby to the boards. Flynn comes free. There comes the assistant captain. Tight pass for Mehmet. McNeil on the chase, getting there first. It's like Carly Colburn. Shot deflected, Steves. But Gallagher was there to turn it away. Carr-Babineau. Spinning in her own zone to create space. And that could be icing on Carr-Babineau. A mistake. That'll lead to a face-off in the end of the Rockets.
One thing Abby Flynn will want to work on, you know, if they do win and want to move on to the SO, or go on to move on to the SO Cup, or if she'd like to play in the AUS, is when she gets that puck at the blue line, either you take a quick shot with your head up or you pass it back and you dish it off. But Abby Flynn's got caught a couple times where she's waiting for the puck to come to her. She's got her head down and she's shooting right into the pads of Faith Steves, and that's the wrong person you want to spring on a breakaway.
Well, everybody back home watching must just be on the edge of their seats, staring, as the Twitters and emails have stopped. Great to hear from everybody today. We're all kind of zoned in right now on what's in front of us. This masterpiece, a classic on Championship Sunday. One minute remaining in the first overtime on a gorgeous afternoon in Moncton, the hub city of the Maritimes. Back at it next weekend in Dartmouth with the Irving Oil Cup. And you can join me in Wolfville for the Pee-wees Atlantics. 1 minute remaining, says Steve Bridlington, the voice of the Mount Allison Mounties, our PA announcer. Here comes Emma Ray Murphy. Glove down by Thibault. 41.6 remaining. If I was a fast pitch baseball team or fast pitch team, I'd be getting after Thibault to play first base.
Yeah, she's got a really quick glove and so confident, so calm.
Flynn. Near side, Dory. Porter. Murphy! Great job by Flynn. Got a stick on it. Murphy might have broken alone. 14 seconds left. One more chance maybe for Boston Pizza. Julian spinning, nobody home. Puck cleared. 6 seconds left. Dumped in, and that is the way we're going to finish this first overtime. Why not? Let's go to overtime number 2. On Bell Alliant Community 1. A flooding of the ice. Parents will recollect. We'll be back here in 15. And if you have any hockey games tonight, you may not be able to make it in time, friends.
Ouch,
We're
that was a
dialed in.
dagger to me. No, Boston Pizza obviously doesn't want Izzy Germain to make her hockey game tonight, 6 p.m. at the BMO Center. But I'm happy to be here. This is an awesome game, and you know, you talk about heart and soul in this tournament, and this is all the heart and all the
They're going to go to a shootout.
soul that you can give.
They're going to go to a shootout.
So that's what they were talking about.
Okay,
I think that's what Moncton went and asked. What was the protocol? And they had the director come down. They brought the rule book, and there's lots of exchanging of information there. We in the hospitality room, we were told it's 20-minute overtimes until somebody scores, and then we found out what was going on in the Bantams in Paradise, Newfoundland, after triple overtime there. So we just assumed that was it. But apparently they're going to say shootout. I don't like finishing a game like this in a shootout. You know, as tiring as it is, it becomes an individual game, and this is a team sport. You know, obviously in a regular season, you don't want to. It's a long season, and you don't want to tire your players out. So that's why they introduced that the shootout concept. You want to avoid ties. Ties are not great for the standings. So that was the best way to do it. But in a championship final, to end it off by just basically saying who's got the best person to deke on your team, because even some of the best hockey players are horrible at shootouts. It just becomes such an individual. You know what I mean, Bill?
Yeah.
Like, it just becomes about the individual. So it's going to become about Jenna Pellerin and Faith Steeves and Brooke Murphy being able to bury. And then you put so much pressure on these young goalies. It's a pretty way to start, I guess, or to end a game, I guess, for TV. But for these players, you got to think, you put so much heart into this game, and to end it on in a shootout, I'm not a big fan of the shootout.
All right, so they talked to the captains, Letourneau and Pellerin. Here come your shootout lists from Letourneau. I don't like shootouts because it's just hard for me to keep count. But usually when I do a shootout, I'm barely able to think because it's at Alumni Arena or something like that.
You can't move your hands at Alumni Arena at this point. You're frozen to the bench.
Letourneau talking to the linesman and the referee on the far side.
Well, I think now they're debating whether the goalies are going to play out of the same end, or if they're just going to put the goalies, the NHL style, one at each end and kind of have the shootout flow that way, but they're going to pick only one end.
I still understand, like, how they wouldn't be, that wouldn't have been established. Like, they had to check the rule book halfway through. You think that would have been clearly established what it was. You think they would never have to check the rule book to make sure they had it right. Unless there's deviating circumstances here. Maybe there's...
I was going to say, I saw a bunch of teams coming in. I don't know if maybe they don't have the ice for as long, but you know, this is no joke. This is a berth into the SO Cup final, so you'd assume that whatever was playing after this is never going to be as important.
All right, well, we're going to start. It's going to be Pellerin for Metro Boston Pizza. Turned away. Waterman makes the save. So Brianne Waterman starts us off with a save, and now Jose Thibault will go in the net. A trip to Red Deer is on the line. Here comes Faith. Gonna go wide. Oh, what a save by Thibault. Sticks the pad out there, and Steve's unable to elevate the puck.
What a save by Thibault. She was completely beaten. She just let her legs go. Wow.
The second shooter for Metro Boston Pizza represents Uriah.
Here's Kira Mehmet.
Number 18, Kira Mehmet.
So this is my player to win in overtime. We'll see if she can score here. Goes real wide to the front. Oh yeah, Kira Mehmet. Oh my.
That is patience perfected by a young player. Kira Mehmet is bantam age, and now she's putting a whole lot of pressure. Bill, I've told you so many times, you got to freeze the goalie. All tournament long, I've said, freeze the goalie. Very few athletes, very few individuals on both these teams know how to freeze a goalie, and Kira Mehmet just put a clinic on.
Morgan Porter. Oh yeah, Morgan Porter top shelf with the backhand. Elevation.
As if Porter, the nifty stick handling, goes to her backhand and roofs it, and it just sticks right in the post. Wow. I might not be a fan of the game ending this way, but it is a pretty way to end.
There's Sophie Julien. Julianne can't finish. She lost her handle to the forehand just ever so slightly.
I don't think Julian knew what she wanted to do on that play, and sometimes when you go in without a plan, it's good, but if the puck stumbles on you and you have to be forced on your backhand, there's not much left.
Brooke Murphy, one of the leading scorers in the tournament. She scores, and the Rockets defend their title. They're going back to the SO Cup in Red Deer. Look at the celebration. The 2015 Atlantic Midget Female Hockey Champions are the Moncton Rockets.
Bill, you owe me a hot chocolate. That was my pick to win the game. She had so much energy coming into it. She showed that energy throughout the overtime period, stumbled the puck right in front of Thibault, and was still able to get the puck over her pad. A well-deserved and well-earned win for the Moncton Rockets.
Heartbreak on the Metro Boston Pizza side. They'll surround their goaltender. What a game Thibault had. Deserved a much better fate. She was outstanding and no doubt will be player of the game for Metro.
Yeah, this is a heartbreaking way to lose because you mentioned it. There's so much pressure put on these goaltenders, and they bring that on themselves as well. And I mean, hat off to Jose Thibault. An incredible season and an incredible game.
Waterman made the final save.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to the closing ceremonies.
Closing ceremonies coming up, and then post-game ceremonies, and I'm not sure how much they're going to let me have. They're already moving the nets here. I think that's the issue. I really do. It'll be interesting to talk to organizers, but I think we've ran out of rental ice time. We'll run out of ice time. The Bantams went to triple overtime in Paradise.
I mean, while they keep kind of thanking everybody here in the audience, let's acknowledge the coaching staff too.
Yeah.
I mean, these players have put everything on the ice, but the coaching staff is what gets them ready for these tournaments. It's what prepares them for these moments. And, you know, we've mentioned throughout the tournament all the AUS players who have graduated from this program. We've got some great coaching staff here these two games. Hats off to Miranda McMillan, Heather McDonald, J.R. Letourneau of the Boston Pizza team. They've done an incredible job down in Halifax, making this Boston Pizza team the team you want to play for. And then, of course, here in Moncton, you've got 4 AUS All-Stars behind your bench. Jocelyn LeBlanc, the All-Star from Dalhousie, Monica Cormier at the head of everything, an assistant captain for Les Aigles Bleus, Geneviève David, who was the captain. I mean, you couldn't ask for better role models for these girls and better leaders right now on the ice.
No surprise here, as mentioned, Jose Thibault. I mean, we mentioned it in the overtime session. It was the Rockets, you know, and they really pushed the pace. They carried the play, had the most of the chances, and Jose Thibault turned them away time after time. And no surprise here either. Brianne Waterman, she was outstanding. Made the final save of the tournament, giving Brooke Murphy the chance to win it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will now ask our two guests to present the silver medals. Ladies and gentlemen, maintenant, nos deux invités d'importance.
Silver medals will be handed out. And then the gold.
To Metro Boston Pizza. Ladies and gentlemen, number 3, Alyssa Sibley.
It is Sibley. Getting the first to get the silver, the outstanding defender. There's her partner, Flynn.
To number 5, Alexandra Boyd. To number 6,
Metro Boston Pizza team that had outscored their competition 7-1 going into yesterday's somewhat meaningless round-robin game. They were outscored 4-0 by the Rockets, but again, the biggest thing for the Rockets, for Metro Boston Pizza, losing Rubinger. And it's just always, every one time you do these tournaments, there's always moments of heartbreak. And just one of those heartbreaking moments where in a meaningless game, you lose one of your best defenders.
Yeah, I think the Moncton Rockets, the trick for them was they got better every game, and their goaltending came out strong in this one. And not to say that Boston Pizza didn't, but you know, losing Rubinger was a big part on that blue line, and they played a great final. I think you should give gold medals to both these teams and just let Moncton go to the SO Cup, because this was a tie. It took, 80 minutes and we still didn't have a deciding goal. So these teams evenly matched, but I think Moncton had a little more gas in the tank at the end of this one.
Again, a post-game interview coming up with at least one of the winners. I think they got to get off the ice here shortly after the ceremony's finished, the handing out of the banner, gold medals.
One thing we always like to mention too, and it's unfortunate that we don't have the years of the players, but the graduating players of these programs. I know there's 3 outstanding players leaving the Boston Pizza team. The captain, Alyssa McNeil. I believe Sylvie Julian is, yes, I mentioned she's going to Dalhousie. And I believe Abby Flynn is the 3rd. Those are just 3 outstanding players on this Boston Pizza team that will be missed. But a lot of bright future. Kira Mehmet, we mentioned, bantam aged. She's the future of this team. She's a future leader, I think. Maybe even a future leader before her senior year. And you think of the Moncton Rockets as well. Their captain, Faith Steeves, I don't think is graduating, coming back to play. Brooke Murphy, all of these girls who have bright futures in hockey, and I'd be more than pleased to be able to call their name in an AUS game next year.
There's Brianne Waterman. All right, Isabel, I'm going to turn it over here to you for a few moments. I'm going to go down try to get a post-game interview, and then we'll sign off from the Red Ball Internet Center.
Always a pleasure, Bill. Well, while Bill gets set up for his post-game interviews, we'll take this time to thank everybody who has joined us over the weekend, and happy Easter to those celebrating that this evening. A reminder to check out Inside the AUS and Atlantic Hockey Report right now on demand on your Bell Alliant Fiber Up TV or online at bellalliant.net/community1. As well, coming up, Season 2 of the East Coast Sports Show. Me and Bill travel around Atlantic Canada, bringing you all the fun and great events here in Atlantic Canada. And once again, thank you to the organizing committee here for this tournament. Great tournament here in Moncton.
Number 95, Little Peppermint Kings, Faith Steeves. Ladies and gentlemen, head coach Monica Pernier, assistant coach Genevieve David, assistant coach Jenna Van Belwa, assistant coach Jocelyn LeBlanc, and manager Bill Waterman.